Morning, students. Once again, we are back to the Merchant of Venice, Act 3, Scene 2. And as for we have already come to that climax of the casket game, isn't it? Bassanio, the real hero of the play, has opened the right casket and found his love within the casket. And now he has won the game. Let us see how Portia reacts to this joyous occasion. Okay, she was so great in agony until he opened the lead casket because she was doubtful whether Bassanio will lose the game. Now he has won the game and her heart is full because the one she loved is before her to get back to their life. Okay, now let us see how Portia express her heart's yearning to Bassanio, how she feels herself at this winning of the game. Now, children, please take the text. It's on page 126, okay, 126 of your text. Please take the text along with you. Go along with the text, okay? So I read the lines that's said by Portia. You see me, Lord Bassanio, where I stand, such as I am. Though for myself alone, I would not be ambitious in my wish, to wish myself much better. Yet for you, I would be troubled 20 times myself, 1,000 times more fair, 10,000 times more rich, that only to stand high in your account, I might in virtuous beauty's living friends exceed account. But the full sum of me is sum of something, which to term in gross is an unlessoned girl, unschooled, unpracticed, happy in this. She is not yet so old, but she may learn happier than this. She is not bred so dull, but she can learn. Happiest of all is that her gentle spirit commits itself to yours to be directed, as from her lord, her governor, her king. Myself and what is mine to you and yours is now converted. But now I was the lord of this fair mansion, master of my servants, queen over myself and even now. But now this house, these servants, and this same myself are yours, my lord. I give them with this ring, which when you part from, lose or give away, let it presage the ruin of your love, and be my vantage to exclaim on you. Now listen, children, how beautifully she expresses herself. What does she say? She says, look at me, Lord Bassanio, where I stand, as I am in reality. Whatever I am, you may look at upon me. Such as I am means such in reality as I am. Though for myself alone, I would not be ambitious in myself, in my wish. On my own account, I don't wish anything more than I have no any kind of any ambitions to become much better. But for you, on account of you, on account of Bassanio, she says, I would be troubled 20 times myself. What is this troubled 20 times myself, children? Troubled means 3 times more in quantity. So she says 3 times more in quantity, 20 times more. So add how much times more? 60 times more of myself. She wished that she be 60 times more of herself. And 10 times more fair, 10 times, 10,000 times more fair and 10,000 times more rich. So she wants to be more and more beautiful than she is right now. Even 10,000 more, okay? Such an in excess that she wish. 10,000 more rich. She is already a richly laden woman. But now she says, On account of Bassanio, she wanted to be more beautiful and more richer than she is. That only to stand high in your account. See how she worshipped Bassanio, and all of us know, okay, all who read, the audience know how a spendthrift, a prodigal is, how Bassanio is, having no resources with him. In her eyes, he is a poor man, but in the eyes of Portia, she esteemed him as the best man in the world. And so she says, my beauty stand at risk in front of him. So she says, for your sake, I need to be much more fairer and beautiful and richer than she is, even 10,000 times. I might in virtues, beauties, livings, friends exceed account. What do you mean by exceed account, children? To be worth more than what can be reckoned, what can be counted. Even in in her virtues, in her beauties, in her livings, in all what the resources she has, and even in on account of her friends, she wished that she be much more worthier. But the full sum of me in sum of something, which to term in gross is an unleasoned girl, unschooled and unpracticed. So she says, but the sum total of myself is the total of something, which may be expressed briefly as an inexperienced, untrained, and uneducated girl. So, what is she meaning? The total, the sum total of herself is the total of something which may be expressed at the best as the inexperienced girl, untrained and in having no education. Can you ever term her as an unpracticed woman? An uneducated woman? When you come to the close of this scene, the last part of the play, we'll come to know how practical a woman she is, how educated a woman she is, how presence of mind she has. We come to know in the later scenes. And but she considers herself as an untrained and educated in front of Bassanio. It all shows how she worships Bassanio, the man she loves. He is not a prince. He does not have anything, a poor man, a prodigal man. But in her eyes, in Portia's eyes, Bassanio is someone, a king, a governor, a master. That's how she says, see. But she may learn happier than this. Happy in this, she is not yet so old, but she may learn happier than this. She is not bred so dull, but she can learn. Happiest of all is that her gentle spirit commits itself to yours to be directed. Now, what is she doing? She commits herself, she surrenders herself to her master and Lord. Who is that? It is none other than Bassanio, whom she worships. So she says, under your guidance, under your governorship, I wish to learn myself. I wish to be trained by you. I wish to be governed by you. I must be given lessons by you to be your queen. As from her lord, her governor, her king, myself and what is mine to you and yours is now converted. Now I wanted to convert myself. I wanted to transform myself under your direction. But now I was the lord of this fair mansion, master of my servants, queen over myself. And even now, until now, I was the lord of this mansion. All that belonged to her. Okay, the beautiful mansion, the servants, the attendants, everything had belonged to her. Now she surrenders everything to Bassanio, and she says, it is no more mine now. But now this house, these servants, and this same myself, even myself, are yours, my lord. I give them with this ring. And as a matter of exchange, what is she giving? She gives the ring to Bassanio as a confirmation of her exchange. of her wealth, of herself, her mansion, her servants to Bassanio. She exchanged ring with him. She gives the rings. Now Bassanio has not he does not have a ring to give to Portia, but she gives the ring to Bassanio as a sign of surrendering, committing herself to Bassanio, surrendering not only herself but her mansion, servants, all that she has. Now she says, everything belongs to you. This also shows that by marrying Portia, all Bassanio's financial problems will be solved. Okay, he had no resources, but he is a resourceful man. And she not only gives the ring, she says, she make an agreement with him. I give them with this ring, which when you part from, lose, or give away, let it presage the ruin of your love and be my vantage to exclaim on you. Now, what is she telling? Okay, it matters a lot. In the later coming scenes, we will come to know how Bassanio parts with the ring and how he is entrapped. Now, what is she telling? Once you part with this ring, which is a symbol of my love for you, my life being committed to you, and it is a symbol of our love, our relationship. Once you part with this ring, you give away myself, Portia herself, and their relationship. And he will no more be belonging to Portia. It's the end of their relationship. Okay, once you part with the ring, it is the end of this relationship that he has built up with Portia. Let it presage. What do you mean by presage, children? Presage means let it be a sign of a love and agreement. Okay, this is a bond. This is a kind of promise, a kind of vow that they make between each other, between Bassanio and Portia. And be my vantage to exclaim on you. Vantage means it will be an opportunity for me to accuse you. Okay, exclaim on you means it will, the moment you lose this ring, it is my opportunity to claim, to accuse you for breaking our relationship. Hope you understood. This is very important part, children. So read through it. I hope you have understood. Now to this, what does Bassanio says? Madam, you have bereft me of all words. Only my blood speaks to you in my veins. And there is such confusion in my pulse, as, after some oration fairly spoke by a beloved prince, there doth appear among the buzzing, pleased multitude, where every something being blent together turns to a wild of nothing, save of joy, expressed and not expressed. But when this ring parts from this finger, then parts life from hence. Oh, then be bold to say Bassanio is dead. Now, what does Bassanio says? He says, Portia, my madam, he calls him madam, you deprive me of words, and I have no words now. I am without proper words. Only my blood running in my veins speaks to you. I cannot express my feelings to you by words, but my emotions can tell you what I really feel. And there is so much confusion in my thoughts, like the one that follows after the speech of a beloved prince. Okay, now what he is wanting to tell, there is so much of confusion in my thoughts, like the one that follows after a fine speech of a beloved prince, among a murmuring, delighted audience, among the buzzing, pleased multitude means among the murmuring, delighted audience, okay, murmuring with admiration, where every something being blended together, everything is in confusion. Blended together means everything in confusion. Every feeling is mixed together, blended together, turns to a wild of nothing. turns to a wild of nothing means nobody could. It's in a great confusion. Nobody could express anything, save of joy expressed and not expressed. Save of joy expressed and not expressed. So here it produces a kind of wild confusion, expressing nothing. And what is there? But joy which finds only inarticulate expression. And expressed and not expressed means you cannot articulate anything. But when this ring parts from this finger, then parts life from hence. So he says, the moment I part with this ring, you remember, the life, my own life parts from me. I am departed from my own life. Depart life means death, isn't it? Or then be bold to say Bassanio is dead. So anyone and everyone can say that Bassanio is no more. Bassanio is dead. The moment this ring part from me, I am no more. There is no Bassanio anymore. He is dead. And to this, now who comes to the stage? It's very strange, okay? Now amidst all these joys and expressions of Bassanio and Portia, who are the real hero and the heroine, now the subplot is being created here. What is that? Here, who speaks? The attendant of Portia. Who is that? Nerissa. Okay, she says, now she speaks. My lord and lady, it is now our time. Whose time? Our time means whose time? Now wait and see what she says. That have stood by and seen our wishes prosper, to cry, good joy, my lord and lady. Now Nerissa is in between putting some other proposal. What is that proposal? She says, it is now our time. Now you, my lord and lady, have won the game and you have brought into your relationship. Now it's our time. What is their time? Now Graziano speaks. Who is Graziano? Friend of Bassanio. My lord Bassanio and my gentle lady, I wish you all the joy that you can wish. So began with wishing them good luck. For I am sure you can wish none from me. Okay, nothing more than that. I can wish only good luck. And when your honors mean to solemnize the bargain of your faith, I do beseech you, even at that time, I may be married too. Now see who their wish. Okay, in between this great play, somebody more is also playing their game. What is that? He says, Lord Bassanio and gentle lady, I wish you good luck. Okay, I give you all kinds of good wishes, knowing that you cannot wish much more than anything. And when you are about to celebrate your marriage, your engagement, let me also request you to permit me to get married at the same time. Marry with whom, children? Can you guess? Yes, you are right. You are right. It's a Nerissa. Okay, so this is like the movies. So sometimes what happens? The lord of the house gets engaged, and the servant also get engaged with the friend of the bride. And so here a beautiful game of play, isn't it? Bassanio. See, in the beginning also we see how Graziano was so taking interest in to go with Bassanio. So none of us could locate his plans behind. Okay, what was the play behind? Now we come to know why Graziano was so very eager to come to Belmont. It was to find his love. And let us see how the play ends. Bassanio says, with all my heart, so thou can't get a wife? What he's telling? For sure, most certainly, provided that you get a wife, we celebrate. So Bassanio had some doubts, but he asked, who is the wife going to be? Okay, if you find a lady, Sure, we will celebrate your marriage together. To this, what Graziano says, I thank your lordship, you have got me one. He says, you have got me one. Has Bassanio got one for him? Yes. Well, Bassanio's eyes were only locked with that of Portia. Graziano's eyes were locked with that of Nerissa. Okay, Nerissa, the servant. When the Bassanio's eyes were on the lady, his eyes was on the servant. My eyes, my lord, can look as swift as yours. You saw the mistress, I beheld the maid. Okay, so beautifully he says, you saw the mistress and I beheld the maid. When your eyes were only upon Portia, the mistress, my eyes was locked with that of the maid, the servant. You loved and I loved for intermission. It was an intermission, same as in the movies and all. You see the intermission, isn't it? So here he says intermission, a period of waiting. No more pertains to me, my lord, than you. What does it mean? It is no more welcome to me as that than to you. Your fortune stood upon the casket there, and so did mine too. So, your fortune depended upon the casket game. So too with mine. If had not you opened the right casket, I would also have lost the game. As the matter falls, for wooing here until I swear again, I sweat again, and swearing till my every roof was dry, with oaths of love at last, if promise last, I got a promise of this fair one here, to have her love, provided that your fortune achieved her mistress. If only Bassanio's fortunes achieved her mistress, only then he could also get married to Nerissa. So Graziano says, your fate depended on the choice of the casket, and so did mine. As things happened, you were wooing. He said, if only you won the mistress, I could win the maid. Now to confirm, Portia asked Nerissa. What does she ask? Is this true, Nerissa? Mad